Hello everyone. So we are back again with our latest video. So in this video, we are going to discuss how to backup a database and how to restore the database using the backup database file or the .bak file. Okay, so without any further delay, let's go and check what is basically database backup in SQL. Okay, so database backup is a copy of databases that can be restored in the event of complete or partial database failure. Okay, so basically these are some means backup files which are in the format of .bak, so that we will restore in the cases of failure of the database. Okay, so now move to the next slide. So basically the reason for database failures are these: hardware or software failure sometimes, or sometimes the data corruption, or sometimes the accidental deletion of the database, or sometimes the virus and the malware attacks. Okay, so in these scenarios basically our database gets failed. So at that time we need to back up those databases to their previous position. Okay, so now let's see what are the types of database backups available in Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, so basically there are three types of backup that we have in SQL Server. So which are full backup. So in this full backup, basically the full backup backs up all the data, table, and everything in the database which are available in the database. Okay, and now the second one is the differential database. So basically the differential database backs up the data that has changed since the last full backup. Okay, that has changed since last full backup. So it means that if we have taken a full backup yesterday, then today by using a differential backup we can back up the data that has been changed till today. Okay, or you can say means the data difference, or the changes that are between yesterday and today. Since we are doing a less data backup in the case of differential backup, so it is much faster than that of full backup. And at the last we have the log backup. Okay, so basically it backups the file, it backups the database using the SQL transaction logs, okay, that are being generated. So we will see that how the log backup files are also get generated in the same video. Okay, so without any further delay, let's move to the SQL Server Management Studio and check how this particular database backups work. Okay, so basically in this video we are going to discuss the full backup process, and in further videos we will elaborately mention all others. Okay, so let's move to the SQL Server Management Studio. So here we come on our SQL Server Management Studio, and then I'm connecting with the local server. Okay, so basically here I have created one database which is Epicacho, which is based on our channel name. And in this particular database, we have a table also that I have created, user defined table, which is also the Epicacho, same as our channel name. Okay, so we are going to create a backup file for this particular database. So for doing this, what you need to do, just right click on the database name. Okay, and then go to tasks, and then from tasks you need to go into this particular backup slide, and then click on backup. So once you click on backup, then you will get this interface available. Okay, so here you need to mention some of the details to back up your database. So basically this particular thing is the database name, that is Avicacho. Okay, and then a recovery model. So this is something means what if you need to recover, then that particular thing is defined here. So it is full, we will leave it like that. And then we have the backup type. So basically I have mentioned previously that we have three backup types, database backups in SQL Server, which are full, differential, and transaction log. So in this video we going to cover the full backup process. Okay, so select full, and this copy only backup. So using this particular thing, okay, so you selecting this particular copy only backup, we will just copy the means what backup file, but in this case we want to take a full backup, so we will not check this particular thing. Okay, and then what we have, backup components. So what we are backing up, so basically we are backing up the database. So select on database. Okay, and in this destination position, what it is given, backup to disk. Okay, so we have multiple option also here, backup to URL and disk. So basically we are going to back this particular database on our system disk. So we choose for disk, and if you want to go for URL also, then you can go from here. So click on disk, and here you get the location where your backed up file will be stored. So basically the database backup files are in the format of .bak. So you can see here it is clearly mentioned that .bak file will be generated. Okay, so log backup file will be created. Okay, and you can also means what, change the location of your backup file from here by using this add, but for now we will choose this as a default. Okay, and then what you need to do, then you need to check for media options. Okay, so what we have here, so we have backup the existing media set. Okay, so that is correct. Then append to the existing backup set means what we need to do, append. We just need to, we don't need to overwrite, we want to append. This means we want that backup to be appended, so we will select this particular option, and then check media set name and backup set expiration. Okay, then leave this particular thing as it is, and then backup to a new media set and erase all existing backups. So what it will do, it will back up to a new media set and erase the existing backups that we have created. So currently we don't have any backup, so leave this as it is. Okay, and then verify backup when finished. So click on this, we will need a verification once this particular thing is means what, completed. And here you can also check for these performance checksum before writing to media, or continue on error. Means if some error will come, then we will continue, or uh, we can continue here. So we will leave these particular things. Okay, and now go to backup option. So this particular thing is means what, for backup setting will expire, backup set will expire. So here it is for means setting up, if you want your backup to be expire after some particular period of time. So basically what happened in companies means they need a regular backup of the databases. So basically they will use these particular stuffs, so we will not go here. Okay, now after this all the settings, just click on this. Okay, okay, the backup of the database abcacho complete successfully. Okay, so we are getting this particular message. Okay, then click on OK. Now from where we will see the file that we have backed up. So for seeing the file that you have backed up, go into, okay, so checking the backup file, we need to go in this PC, then you need to go on the C drive, then double click on C drive. Then here we have a program files folder, so click on the program file folder, and then search for Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, so here we have Microsoft SQL Server folder, then double click on this, and then here we have our local instance, which is mssql 16.mssql server. So double click on this particular folder, and then MS SQL folder will come, then double click on this also, and then go to backup. So here you will see the file that has been generated is present here. Okay, abcacho log backup, and it is also mentioning the date and time. So and the format is .bak. Okay, okay, so by using this particular method, we will back up our what, database. Now we need to see how we can restore the backup file into our database. If in case of any means what, failure of the database, then we can back this, then we can utilize this particular file to back up our database. So let's go again on the SQL Server Management Studio and check how we can back up this particular database using this bak file, .bak file. Okay, okay, so basically for restoring the backup for backup database file, what we need to do, we need to go on the database, and then right click on databases, and then here you get an option of restore database. Okay, so click on this restore database option, and then you will get this particular pop-up. Okay, so what you need to mention here, so source should be our database. So from database we need to backup, or we can also backup through the device. So currently we have means what, saved that backup file in our device. So we will choose for device, and here you will get this particular three dot symbol. So click on this three dot symbol, and then you will be getting this particular interface. Okay, so here what you need to do, so backup media type you need to select. So backup media type should be file or URL, but basically currently we have a .bak file, so we will choose for file option. Okay, Then backup media. Okay, so this is the you need to mention the location from where you need to pick up the file. So click on add, and then here you will see your backup files. Okay, so currently we have two backup files. So abcache log backup, this file we need to backup. And if you don't get the backup file here available here, so what you need to do, you just need to refresh this, or you can also, after refreshing, if you are not getting this, then you can also directly search here for the backup folder and click on this, then you will be redirected to this particular files. Okay, now then click on the file that you need to backup, that you need to restore. Okay, so we need to restore this abcache log backup, so click on this, and then you need to click OK. Okay, so after this you will get like this, and then again click OK. Okay, so it will show like this. So see here we have restore option. So this particular file we need to restore. Okay, and you must need to check that this particular box has been checked. Okay, and here to restore to, so it is also showing you the last backup taken means time period. Okay, so from here also you will be verified that you are picking up the correct backup file. Okay, and if you want to means what take, basically in companies what they will take the backup of the database in every 1 hour. Okay, so in the last 1 hour frame, if some issue will come or some failure will come, then they can pick up the means what 1 hour before log file and back that up into the database, so that all the changes that has been done in that particular time frame, so that has been recovered. Okay, so like that uses are that is the use of this particular backup database file is done in the companies. Okay, now click on this restore option, and then you need to click on OK. So let's see here, the database abcache restored successfully. Okay, so now when you refresh this, so yes, this is the complete process of means what taking the backup and restoring that particular backup. Okay, okay, so now let's check what is a .bak file. So basically a .bak file is a backup of the Microsoft SQL Server database, as we have seen. Okay, and basically it contains a copy of all or some of the files, some of the data of the file within the database. Okay, so means what we mean by this all or some, basically in some of the cases, or here in this current case, we have taken all the backup of the database, means complete backup of the database. And in some cases when needed, we just take some part of means the backup of some table or something, so that are also stored in a .bak file format. So that is basically the .bak format, just the what backup of the Microsoft SQL, the file that contains the backup of the Microsoft SQL Server database. Okay, so I think everyone is clear on this particular part. Okay, so now it's time to end our video. So thank you for watching our video, friends, and do like, share, and subscribe. And more videos are coming. So currently, if you don't know how to create a database or create a table and all, so basically we have started a master series on our channel, which is where we are going to discuss means the complete course from beginner to advanced level on the SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server. So subscribe the channel and enroll yourself in that particular course as soon as possible. And also for the online training stuff, you can contact on the given number. And thank you very much for watching, and we will meet again soon. Bye.